When do you think Americans won't be able to leave the country, if ever? In 2019, if I would have asked the same question, but with Australia, when do you think Australians won't be able to leave their country, if ever? If we would have asked that question in 2019 and someone would have said, I'll bet it happens within a year, I think we all would have said that person's crazy. I probably even would have said that person's crazy. Got to take off the tinfoil hat. What happened? Within a year's time, you got a complete police state. Or not only will they not let you out of the country, they won't even let you out of your house. So I can't give you a specific time. All I can say is that the world is changing so quickly. And in some places, I don't think it's getting better. I think it's going the wrong way. If you value liberty, personal freedom, and free market capitalism, it's moving so quickly that you have to have a plan B. If you don't have a plan B, I think you're whistling by the graveyard. And it goes back to what Simon Black, who's one of my favorites, but what he says, it's like, what's the downside of having a plan B? There's none. There's none. So why not? Why not, if you're an American, and why not have a little RV? Why not have a diesel truck? Why not have some food stocked up? If you can, why not get a bank account set up in a different country? Why not get residency in a country where if you wanted to leave the US, you could go there and just figure out what your next move is and wouldn't have to worry about moving in 90 days or however long your residency visa or excuse me, your travel visa. Or, I mean, let's go back to March. You know, I was trying to get around to get to St. Bart's. Remember that? And it was almost impossible with an American passport. I mean, in fact, the island right next to St. Bart's, what is it? It's St. Martin. Even when I was in St. Bart's, I couldn't go to St. Martin if I wanted to because they weren't letting in anyone with an American passport. Now, they let in other people, not Americans. So I think you not only have to ask the question, when do you think Americans won't be able to leave? Because I get the feeling you're asking that from a standpoint of when the American government won't allow their citizens to leave. But I think you also need to ask the question, could we get to a point where Americans are not welcome anywhere? And therefore, by default, it's the exact same thing. Like if you can't leave because you can't go anywhere, nowhere else will take you, or you can't leave because the government won't let you leave, it's still the same result. You can't leave. So if you have a visa, like a residency visa, then I wish I should bring my passport, but I've got a investor visa for Medellin, or excuse me, for Colombia. So I don't know how that would work. If they weren't allowing Americans in, I still might not be able to get in. I don't know how that would work, honestly. But you see my point. Why not have that? And if you can go the next step, why not get a second passport? There's just no downside to it whatsoever. If you never use it, you never use it. But you've got the security there. And unfortunately, I think it's something that we really need to plan for. You expect the best and plan for the worst. That's business entrepreneurship 101. And it's the exact same thing in your personal life.